Hey guys, Jan from SeaSucker here at Overland Expo East with our good friends Mark and Teresa from Out of Office Camping. For those of you that don't know, SeaSucker, we are a US-based manufacturer of vacuum-mounted outdoor accessories. All right, so let me show you a little bit of what that means. So like I said, everything we do is based on these vacuum mounts right here, okay? So it's the same thing people use to move sheets of glass, pieces of granite. They're putting your windshield with this technology, right? So to install these, you just clean the surface a little bit. Make sure the underside of this cup is clean. Put a little bit of pressure down to start, and you're just going to pump until that orange band disappears. Okay, and you're just pumping the air out. Once that orange band is totally gone, that tells you have a good seal. Over time, you do start to lose that seal. This is going to come back out and show you orange again, so you know anytime you see orange, you just pump it back up. Okay? Now when you have a good seal, these 4.5-inch size vacuum mounts have 120 pounds pull strength on each one. We also have a 6-inch size that has 210 pounds of pull strength on each in an oval shape that is at the same 120 pounds as this 4.5-inch vacuum mount. All right. Now to take these things off, you have tabs on the side. All you got to do is lift up just enough to let some air in. Comes right off. This just opens you up to be able to put things on when you want to use them, take them off when you don't. Put them on multiple rigs. You only have to buy one mount for your Rotopacks, for example, and you can use it across 3 different vehicles if you want. You get a new vehicle, you don't have to pay for install costs on anything. You have something that works. Okay. Another great thing about these vacuum mounts, they're totally serviceable. All right. These pumps come out just like that. All right. So over time, you might get some dust up in here, some dirt. You take a wet paper towel, wet rag, and just wipe it off. Get all that stuff out of there. Same thing on this pump. Clean it off. It's also going to come with a little tube of lube that you put on this ring right here. Just put it all the way around, and then it'll pop right back in, and you're all set. Okay? So we can take a look around at the trailer. We can take a look around over here at the truck. Everything on here is vacuum mounted. All right, driving down the road, highway speeds, no problem. This stuff is not going anywhere. All right. So we can start over here on Mark's truck. We can look at a few different things. Kitchen station over here is one of our more popular items. You know, everybody can use nice surface to cook on, just more storage when you're at camp. All right. Like again, it's all in these vacuum mounts. This particular one has a nice extension. This is kind of the base setup right here. Nice flat surface area. Then this little piece is going to come out. Boom, you got even more room. All right, right in here next to it is a sink. Pretty straightforward. Again, it's just a nice little setup to do the dishes, you know, whatever you need. This is our new, what we call basking bag, a nice little trash setup. So closes down on itself so you can keep those raccoons out. Whenever you're pulling out of camp, you can just pop it off, throw it in the back of the truck. It's not going to go everywhere, okay? Again, just take a look at all this stuff up here. We have tablet mounts over here, just 2 SeaSuckers on flexible arm that you can put on the back of the screen. So you can watch your football games, watch movies at night, whatever you want to do. We have Boost mounts, keep you within cell service when you're out there in the middle of nowhere. Recovery board mounts are another big seller for us. These are completely adjustable to work on any set of recovery boards out there. Okay, these bolts just slide up and down, and it's 2 pieces so you can get it in nice and tight for like the back of a Jeep Wrangler, or nice and wide for like the side of this Go Fast camper. Okay, you can even see here these high lift jacks. Like everybody knows how heavy these things are. Totally secure with these vacuum mounts. All right. Another big popular item for us is our whole line of like camera mounts. So we have our standard GoPro mounts. Our GoPro mounts on flexible arms, so you can get it exactly where you want to. And also just your standard DSLR mount with these ram balls, okay? We've even had people put these on airplane wings and fly with them, just so you know they're really not going anywhere. All right, so light bar mounts, you know, if you want to throw light bar up, you know, have a little quick disconnect, throw it on for the weekend when you want to use it, take it off when you don't. Maybe you put it in a spot and you realize there's a bunch of glare, okay? Then you can move it around. You're not married to that location. You don't have holes in your hood now, all right? So let's take a look over here on the back of the camper. We have a whole slew of items here, okay? A compact hooks, hang anything you want. You can see we have our front runner kitchen set hung up on this, keep it nice and accessible. Nice little flashlight mount right here over the kitchen so you have plenty of light when you're cooking. Paper towel holder mounts, cup holders. Everybody needs more cup holders. I don't care who you are, you always need another cup holder. All right, another set of hooks here. Over here we have our water port tank mount. Again, this is a 4-gallon tank, so think about 4 gallons of water in here with all the bracketry. You're looking at about 35 pounds or so, all held on with these vacuum mounts. Universal off-road mount, which is what we have. This has a ton of different uses, all right? You can hook anything you want to on it. Has this nice little clamp, so anything cylindrical fits in there and gets nice and tight. You can see on top of the tent here, used for a shovel. You step on the other side of the truck, another universal off-road mount here for a flag, okay? You can even use these when you're running, just double up and it keeps it nice and steady. Over here, it's always a crowd favorite. It's basically a portable bar setup. Put a couple of bottles of whatever you want in these spots. It clamps them down, keeps them nice and tight. A little spot for some limes if you want to, and 5 cup holders all lined up right here. All right. Over here, D-rings. These are one of the most versatile products we sell. You can use these to tie down anything you want. You know, tie your dog down to it when you're at camp, on the side of the truck for tie downs like this, and on the interior. I know Mark likes to use them inside the camper for a few things. This is also a good time to show you. On these vacuum mounts, they all have 1/4 20 threaded inserts and 2 bolt holes that you can just back these screws out and throw nut and bolt on the inside of this housing and put it back and attach whatever you want. So if there's something that we don't make that you need or want, you can get the vacuum mounts by themselves and kind of DIY it, all right? It's one of the beautiful things about this product, totally universal in a lot of ways. All right, let me tell you a little bit more about these Rotopax mounts. This was actually one of the first products that we designed for the camp line, all right, a couple years ago when we launched it. So this is our single mount. It's rated for up to a 3-gallon tank, okay? It has 2 6-inch vacuum mounts on the back. And over here we have our little bit beefier version for the 5-gallon. So a 3-gallon and a 2-gallon tank combined has 3 6-inch vacuum mounts on there. Right next to it, you see our GMRS antenna mount. This has been really popular for us, especially with all these new vehicles that are aluminum bodied. These magnetic mounts just won't work. So now you have a perfect temporary solution for it right there. All right, so back to the Rotopax mounts. I just want to show you what it looks like without the actual tank on it. You're going to get these vacuum mounts in this deck right here. You do need to supply your own hardware, but this is all the space it's going to take. All right, nice, compact, and versatile. Another kitchen station setup here. This is the basic kitchen station without the slide. All right, right next to it we have our universal cup holder, and this thing is really cool because you can actually change the orientation of it. All right, you can put a little bit beefier cup in this. It has these nice plastic pieces to keep it nice and secure. But you just undo this knob, and you go from having it on a horizontal surface. You put this knob up here, and you can mount it on a vertical surface. All right, just gives you a few different options. So up here we have our hydraulic jack mount. You've probably seen these ARB jacks all over the place, but it just pops right in here. Okay, again, this is a really heavy jack, so it just kind of shows you how strong these vacuum mounts really are. We even have our Pelican case on this custom mount that our engineers did. Stays up here for the trip from Florida every time we do one of these shows. On top of the tent here, you can see our monkey bars. This is our universal crossbar system. We have our cargo carrier. We have a bike rack mounted up here on top of the tent. It's a very underutilized space, I think, for a lot of people is on top of these tents. So just to kind of give you an idea of what you can do with this. All right. Even works on the bottom of this tent. All right. Again, super underutilized space, especially on a trailer like this. There's all this area that you can mount things to. This is our single tank strap, originally designed for scuba tanks, because we did get our start in the marine industry. Okay. So just cut this strap down. You can put a little fire extinguisher up here. This is what our 5-gallon Rotopax tank looks like. So you can see it's a little bit beefier, has this nice handle. The other thing about products like this is you see these holes that are kind of built into it. So if you're going to be, everybody always asks, like, how do you know people aren't just going to walk away with this stuff, right? So all these larger items are going to have holes built in so you can run a cable lock through it. Don't have to worry about anyone walking off with it. The other great thing is, if you are worried about it, you can just pop it off. Throw it in the back, lock it up. Right here is one of our first waistband mounts right here. You can see this fits any bag you want. It's nice and slim, has these little clips. All you got to do is put the bag on, clip it down, and you have a nice trash setup right there. We even have toilet paper holders. So we have over 150 different products, so it's just, we've got a little bit of everything. And again, like I said, if there's something that we don't already do, you can make your own. Utility hooks, this one you can hang from an overhead position and it hangs down vertically like this, or on a horizontal or a vertical position like this and it hangs down this way. We have a couple different options for phones, and for me this has always kind of been the best introduction to SeaSucker, right? Because you can put this on your windshield. Everybody needs a phone mount. And the way these works, we have a standard version and an XL version. So a lot of these phones, they get pretty big. All you got to do is put this like so. Then your phone fits in nice and snug. On the windshield, on some dashes it works. Pretty much anywhere you want to put it. Flexes around, get it right where you want it. We have our magnetic antenna mount that we're using to show our Dometic faucet with a nice magnetic base. All right. Again, just gives you another option to mount those antennas or anything else magnetic. Handles, everybody needs another handle somewhere, whether getting in and out of the rig or maybe even in the shower. We got a ton of different uses for this. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, we have a little bit over 150 different products. You know, we actually got started in the marine industry about 20 years ago now. We're a Florida-based manufacturer, all right? So saltwater fishing's in our backyard, okay? So rod holders, cup holders, stuff like that for your boat is where we got our start. Probably 6 to 8 years later, we started getting bike racks, roof racks, and then 2 years ago, we kind of launched our camp line, all right? So this is just a small offering of what we actually have. Like I said, 100% American-made, lifetime warranty. It's all on the website, SeaSucker.com. Check our socials out at SeaSucker or SeaSucker Camp on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the usual spots. All right, and yeah, thanks for joining us here today.